statement. And I'll give the floor to the distinguished permanent representative of Greece.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to start by congratulating Sierra Leone for convening this very timely debate on small arms controls and weapon management in UN sanction regimes, and also thank the co-sponsoring missions of Algeria, Guyana, and Somalia. I would also like to particularly thank our distinguished briefers for the very informative presentations. To begin with, Greece is highly concerned by the continuous threat posed to international peace and security by the diversion, illicit trade, and unauthorized use of small arms and light weapons and the related ammunition, particularly in conflict zones under United Nations sanctions. In this vein, my country considers the UN Programme of Action as a universal framework to address the threat posed by illicit solves and supports the full and effective implementation at national, regional, and global levels. Greece is committed to the implementation of the Programme of Action and has undertaken the appropriate actions through annual reporting and the provision of additional data on arms transactions. My country wishes to acknowledge and welcome the successful outcome of the 4th Review Conference on the UN Programme of Action on Small Arms and Light Weapons and calls for the implementation of the Action Plan until 2030. Mr. Chair, recently we adopted the Pact of the Future, committing to further enhancing collective efforts to tackle the root causes of insecurity driven by armed groups. The relevant actions, Action 18 and Action 26, are a standing proof of this. Greece calls upon all member states of the organization to proceed with the implementation of the relevant provision of the Pact of the Future, focusing in 4 areas, as they are also reflected in your concept note. Firstly, we cannot stress more the importance to strengthening the enforcement of embargoes as an effective tool to guarantee the creation of conditions conducive to political dialogue and peaceful settlement of disputes. To this end, it is necessary that the Council ensures the implementation of its own resolutions that establish sanction regimes, primarily through ensuring accountability for violations and effective monitoring and reporting mechanisms. Secondly, we support all initiatives and mechanisms that are aiming to counter illicit arms flows. Among them, my country supports the extensive framework of the EU on arms transfers and hopes that soon an internationally recognized arms and ammunition management validation system will be established to further support the implementation of the new global framework for through-life conventional ammunition management. In the same spirit, Greece is actively engaged in the Operation UNAVFOR Med Irini, which is operating off the coast of Libya, enforcing the relevant arms embargo under United Nations Security Council Resolution 2733. Moreover, we wish to underline the importance of the EU strategy against illicit firearms, small arms and light weapons, and the ammunition of 2021. On a regional level, we commend the valuable work of the Southeastern Eastern European Clearing House for the Control on Souls, and we reiterate our support for the implementation of the robot for sustainable solutions to arms control in the Western Balkans. Thirdly, the role of the Office of Rule of Law and Security Institutions, and especially the disarmament, demobilization, and integration component, can be crucial in order to ensure that disarmament and weapon management accompany sanctioned relief of conflict resolution efforts. An effective way to accomplish this goal is the inclusion of DDR sanctions to all resolutions on mandatory renewals and sanction regimes. Also, we call for the further inclusion of DDR actions in the work of Sanctions Committee in peace operations. Lastly, the role of regional organization can be crucial in order to support arms control. Let me stress, Mr. Chair, that we fully support the African Union's initiative Silencing the Gun as an indispensable tool for sharing information, enforcing embargoes, and building the capacity of affected states to combat illicit arms trafficking. To conclude, Mr. Chair, let me reiterate Greece's commitment to work as an elected member of the Security Council towards the strengthening of the unity and efficiency of the Council on ensuring the effective control and management of small arms and light weapons. I thank you.
I thank the distinguished permanent representative of Greece for delivering his intervention in 3 minutes. I give the floor